Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is December 14th, 2015, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, President Draghi will be speaking today. That affects obviously the euro, and that will be at 1 p.m. South African time. So looking at the euro, we're back down to this pivotal spot of support level at 105, 109.5-ish. As you can see, we challenged this 110 level. We didn't break it on the upside. So the question is, we're at a threshold right now as he's going to be speaking. So the question is are we going to see some sort of reaction to it on the positive side or some reaction to the negative side? And so we're at a threshold. So it's really hard to decipher one way or the other. But if we do break it and you see some momentum, then maybe you can go into that position alongside it. So that's what I would play with the EURUSD today. Just remember, it is a Monday, so things are a little bit quieter. However, looking at the USDZAR, a little bit strengthening this morning. President Zuma will be changing the finance minister as it comes to be. And as a result, a little bit more positive news coming out of South Africa. You know, there's an old saying, if you keep on getting what you're getting, then you got to stop doing what you're doing. So, you know, with the current slide of the rand over the past 3 years, you know, something has to be really changed up in the South African economy for things to turn around. Is this a indication that things are going to turn around and things are going to be back to 8? Not necessarily, but in the interim, the market is being very favorable to what's going on with the decision by President Zuma. And so I would look for some volatility in either direction of the South African rand, but just do remember it is a more exotic pair, so there's a little bit of a wider spread. Looking over time, you can see how much it's depreciated. It's hard to see in a daily graph because we have this misprint from 2015 from the summer, so it's harder to really recognize it. But on the whole, I mean, you could see that, okay, and that's really a big depreciation in the rand over the past year and a half. So I'd like to see a month where we do have a red bar, which indicates a little bit of a change in direction. I mean, we've hit close to 16 rand a dollar, okay, which is like almost 50% of what it was. Excuse me, 100% less than what it was about 3.5, 4 years ago. So that is very, very scary for a currency to depreciate so quickly and not have some sort of a turnaround plan. So keep an eye on the rand this week. It should be trading. Looking at the Dow Jones, big down week for the Dow Jones. I mean, if we look here at the 4-hour chart, you see we kind of been sliding and making lower highs, and we haven't really been you know, really been making any progress on the upside. Now, this is all pre-Fed meeting this week. So the question is, you know, are they the traders selling it off right before the Fed meeting and then they're going to rally it? That's a question for, you know, the professionals in terms of, you know, what the fundamentalists are looking at. But, you know, at each threshold, we have to really respect support and resistance. So we've broken this support at 17,500. We're trading at 17,300. So you have to really keep an eye. If we do see a little bit of a pickup here, perhaps might be a good place to actually pick it up for the end of the year rally. I'm still holding to that end of the year rally. Let's see if that does come through. Looking at the oil, like we said, has been relative weakness, and it's been new lows, new all-time lows, I would say, even for the past 5 years. So since 2005, we're going back to 2005 here, a whole decade worth of price of oil just down the tubes, and we're at $35 a barrel, okay, which is a big retracement. We were about $40 a barrel at the beginning of last week, and we retraced so much. So the question is there going to be a little bit of a bounce this week? You may expect to bounce out up to $38, maybe not. Maybe it'll continue to sell further down to $34, $33. I mean, at this stage, there's not much support, okay, and we can't really relay back to support of 2003, 2004. That's not as relevant anymore. However, the charts are the charts. So, with that in mind, you might want to keep an eye on it. Right here, we have one support level at $35, the next support level at $28.90, which is unprecedented. I never thought I would ever say that oil is trading $28 per barrel, but sure enough, you're a trader and you have to focus about the moves of the trade. So with that said, oil still has way to go. Looking at gold here, just hovering at 1072, 1077-ish level, and we're only about $15 off its lows. So all in all, this thing is still weak, even though it has this nice bar up. The question is this a kind of like a bull flag, or are we going to go down further? So I would keep an eye on gold also towards the end of the year to see how it trades. If we do break this 1066 level, I think we're going to kind of hit 1054. But if we do sustain this level at 1070-ish level, maybe we'll bounce to 1089 again and see if we can take it out to the 1100 area. So those are my ideas today. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.